Welcome, Rich Cunningham, to goTasker's Tools for Construction Today. How you doing, Rich?
I'm doing good. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for being here. We have Rich Cunningham from Ed's Garage Door and Garage Living. Rich, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your companies?
Rich Cunningham, Ed's Garage Doors. Been in business 31 years under my ownership. Bought it from my wife's stepfather back in '89. He started in '72. And, we gradually grew over the years. We have a showroom in Norwalk. We have over 33 full-size doors on display where people can come in and look and see what they're getting. We run several installation crews, have a lot of dedicated employees, and I'm very grateful for that. Treat my business like their own. And that's why we give as good service as we do. We try to do the best we can.
That's great. So Rich, we've had a lot of really good panelists on. We're going to stick with the basic same questions. We're trying to get a feel of how, the Connecticut economy is doing, how local businesses are doing in different sectors. So I'll start with, how has the pandemic affected you personally with Ed's Garage Door and Garage Living and other people in your industry?
Well, I have 23 employees and we furloughed about half of them. A lot of it was a comfort level. They didn't feel comfortable working. Their wives or girlfriends didn't feel comfortable them working. And I respect that. And it was all voluntary. And we're starting to bring them back. We've almost have them all back now and starting up operations again. We were up about 19% until the virus hit. Now we're down because we pretty much ceased operations other than service calls. So we're looking to get that back, and the spring is a busy time for us, and we're looking to gain that lost ground back up again.
Have you seen, obviously, garage doors primarily is a new construction, right? Unless obviously somebody has to change your doors. Have you seen a shift in people's behavior, which could shift into your garage a living space?
Well, when the 2008 financial crisis hit, we didn't really feel it in 2009, 2010. Most of the stuff we're doing now is stuff that's already been pre-planned as far as garage doors go. So I'm hoping that's not the case. It depends whether architects and builders are designing stuff now that we're going to do, 8, 9 months down the road. As far as garage living goes, it's actually doing fairly well. It's more of a, remodeling your garage, flooring, cabinetry, car lifts, taking a really not much used space in the house and converting it into a fun space to be in. That actually, because it's more of a feel-good part of your home, it's been doing really well, and we've seen an increase in business in that. We're hoping that carries on.
That's great. That's great to hear. What have been some of the biggest challenges you guys had to overcome, and how have you adapted to them?
We closed our showroom. We're going to open it up again tomorrow. We were doing some appointments only. One is keeping our employees safe. I'm very proud that out of our 23 employees, nobody has gotten it here. And I would have went to masks a lot earlier if they were available, but hand sanitizer, masks. We go to a garage and we mark out the garage that we're the only ones working in there. We're doing social distancing, a lot of hand washing. And, I was saying this the other day to you, every year, like 2 or 3 of my employees get the flu. And, this being so much more highly contagious, no one has gotten it. And I don't think anyone will. We're just really being diligent about following guidelines. We go out to a homeowner's house. We can work in your garage. You don't necessarily have to have any contact with my guys. We do it all over, Zoom meetings for consultations, email estimates, photos.
Sure. So you're adapting to get your customer base very comfortable with what you're doing.
Yes. Yep.
That's great. How do you see 2020, wrapping up this year, early 2021 for you specifically, or overall in Connecticut?
I think it's too hard to tell right now. I'm hoping we can make up the lost ground. We look like we were going to have a really good year. Like I said, 2019 was a really great year, and we're up 19% until this hit. And I think it'll be okay though. I mean, my gut feeling tells me it'll be okay, and we'll start to get some of that back. I was happy to hear what Walter Cromwell said about he sold the house. People are moving more to the suburbs out of the city. So hopefully that'll be a boost to all the trades, all the people in the trades business.
That's great. So always looking at the positive side of things, what positive do you think will come out of this as a whole or in our industry?
I think people are a lot more conscious of others and how they're doing and how they're managing. We've when our trucks, we have a large box truck which was not being used, and we were donating it to run and pick up food for food pantries. It's made me more aware of me being more active in community efforts and stuff that to help out local people. Some people aren't as fortunate as I am, and it's made me more aware of that, and as well as my employees, just to look out for your fellow man.
That's great. That's great. But one of my questions is going to be, do you have anything to share? I got a question that popped up here that basically says, and I know you're big into marketing your businesses. Have you had to change anything in the past few weeks or months, specifically in regards to marketing or your digital presence on your construction side of the business?
That's not my expertise. I have people do that for me. But yeah, we've let people know that we are still in business. We are still practicing safety protocols. We can do virtual appointments. We can come out. We can measure your garage without you being in the garage, and then we can send you drawings and photos and whatnot. So just letting people know that we're practicing. I think that there's a comfort level that you have to let your customers and your employees know that you're doing everything you can to keep them safe.
Great. Any positive stories you want to share with anybody out there, or any good advice you want to give to the younger companies who haven't been around since 2007, 2008 and haven't seen this type of downturn?
Yeah, just stick with it. We'll get through this. I've talked to some people that literally just started out, and I was like, wow, you really got kicked in the teeth. But it can't get any worse than this. You've got nowhere to go but up. But it's just, there's nothing like owning your own business, and stick with it and things will get better.
That's great.